What up, man? It's Can Too. Your boy, if I can, you can too. This is the Ridin Sports Podcast on the Ridin Podcast Studios. It's going live. What's going on? It's a beautiful Wednesday night. I know we're a little late. It's okay, but shit, we got you today. This episode is going to be a great one. I don't got one, but I got two guests today. You got DJ Little King back in the mix. He hopping on for another episode. And then I got my boy Frankie Flowers in the building. You already know who he is. You're going to get to know him even better. We're going to talk about all the good stuff that's going down. We got so many topics to talk about. We talking about Utah. We talking about the NBA. We talking about college football. We talking about college basketball. We talking about upsets. And you already know we got them parlays. Don't forget it. It's your boy Ken too. Real quick though, shout out to Slice Pizza, our sponsor for this episode. I appreciate y'all. Hit them up at CC Slice TX. It's on Instagram, or hit them up at Eat Slice on Facebook. This weekend they got a special 3 pizzas, 1 salad, a 2-liter of soda, all for $40. You're going to feed the whole family. You're going to take care of them. 3 pizzas, 1 salad, a 2-liter of soda, $40. Hit them up, DM them, call them. You know what it is. Slice Pizza, we appreciate your business. We about to bring it in. I'm about to bring in Frankie Flowers right now. DJ Little King about to come on right now. We going to get it stopping. This is Riding High Sports. And what's going on, baby? Shit. What's up, Frankie Flowers? How you doing, man?
What to do, Cantu?
Hey, baby. Hey, man, I really appreciate you coming in. We got DJ Little King coming in, too.
What's good? What's good with y'all out there? What's good?
Yeah,
going
man.
on, world? What it do?
We want to appreciate everybody watching right now live on YouTube and on Twitch, and everybody that goes back and rewatches. Thank you for your support. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow us. We're going to hop right in this. What's going on, Frank? How you doing today?
Shit, I'm good, man. Just thankful for another day. Appreciate you, Cantu, DJ King. Great having me on the show, you know what I mean? Man. It's all love.
Hell yeah. What about you, DJ? Man, how you feeling? How you doing this week?
Man, been chilling. Long week. Still got a couple of more days of filming to go, but shit, we at it, shit.
We is, man. You remember, consistency is the key. We episode 7 on Riding High Sports. Consistency is the key. Don't forget that. Do it every day. Get up, even if you don't want to. Still push through. We got it. So, Frankie Flowers, man, tell me about yourself, man. Where are you originally from, man? Where were you born at?
Shit, man, I'm born and raised here in CC, man.
All right, Corpus Christi kid. That's what's up.
Native, you know what I mean? Born and raised.
There you go. What part of town did you grow up at?
Shit, I'm from the ABC streets.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's so coming out over there, man. Where'd you go to school? Like, where'd you start off? Elementary, middle school, all that. Give me your whole rundown, man. Give me your life. Tell the people what's up, man.
Shit, I went to Lexington, South Park, Moody, you know what I'm saying? Shit, just everything over there on the south. But shit, like I said, I'm born and raised here. This is my city, this is my town, you know. Get nothing but love from here. It's hard to leave home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go out of state, fly out, and you come back, you know, you're there for a little bit, but then you're like, man, shit, I want to go home, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro.
Tacos, you know, go hit Ocean Drive, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't lying, bro. Especially when you come with tacos, man. What's your favorite taco spot?
Oh, man, bro, my favorite? Yeah, that's kind of hard, bro. Man. I be on Hi-Ho Tough and then Sonny's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Sonny's,
dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, yeah, this shit, it's hard,
Sonny's
bro.
barbacoa be hitting, bro.
Oh,
that be hitting. Them menudo, too.
6 in the morning?
Yeah, you ain't like 5
Damn, they open that early?
Yeah, they open hella early, bro. You didn't know? Shit, my cousin Juan live right around the corner. Right,
4 a.m.
Yeah, 5. Well, he said it's 5 now. It's 5.
Eddie's too, man. Eddie's too.
It's 4.
I think Eddie's is 4. Yeah, and then Sonny's is like what 4 or 6.
On that shit,
yeah.
Going to like those things or whatever.
Hey,
my cousin lived right around the corner, right there on Lexington, and he always like when we chilling or when we having like a barbecue or some kind of night. And it's getting late. He's like, "You getting hungry?" And we're like, "Yeah, man, what you want to eat?" He's like, "Shit, 30 more minutes." He real quick. He's like, "Just wait 30 more minutes. You good?"
And that'd be the longest 30 minutes of your life, bro. You're so faded. You're like, man, let's go, bro.
Yeah. Hey, so at South Park or even growing up as a kid, you play any sports? You do any sports?
Shit, I was hooping. I've always played basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Growing up, who was like your favorite basketball player, favorite team?
Oh man, Shit, I was always a big fan of Charlotte back in the day with
shit.
Larry Johnson,
Hey.
Muggsy Bogues,
Hey.
Kendall Gill.
Yo,
hell
bro.
yeah.
That boy said,
Hey.
"Where my mom?"
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the new teams. I'm not so
I got
familiar
you.
with, but shit, all that old school. You know,
Bro,
it ain't
Muggsy-
what it used to be. You know what I mean?
You ain't lying, dude. Muggsy back in the day, man. His dribbling skills and even like the clips you'd watch of him just practicing.
And then he go down there and yam on you too. You
Yo.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
shit,
it. That was
yeah.
for Charlotte. Charlotte was, man, that's crazy. What got you liking Charlotte? Just the
Shit,
players.
it was just one of my teams back.
Or was
in
it
the
them
day,
starter
man.
jackets?
Yeah. Shit, that had something to do with it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I always
that
say
shit
that
was
when we had a Charlotte Hornets or like a Georgetown like
Yeah.
starter jacket,
Yeah.
bro, that whole like meant something back in the day. A
That-
Raider
that-
starter jacket, yeah.
Do y'all remember that the Mitchell and Ness Charlotte like that green hat?
I got a couple of Mitchell and Ness Charlotte hats.
Woo,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
I love them.
those are
You're right.
fire,
Them
bro.
colors were fire.
That
So were
shit
them
was
starter
fire.
jackets. So South Park, you play basketball?
Yeah, I played basketball for a little bit.
Yeah, man. That's what years were you there? Because I went to South Park too for a little bit.
Shit, I didn't even know, man.
Back then.
Long time ago.
Long time. Hey, that was up.
Yeah.
So you played a little basketball at South Park. You had fun. Then you ended up going to Moody.
Yeah.
All right. How was that Moody? You do any sports or anything out there?
Nah, well, shit. By then, I was already fucking acting a fool, so
Got you.
I wasn't there too much longer before I fucking dropped out and got my GED. But Moody was always the home team.
Yeah. That was your original school. Yeah.
Hell
When
yeah.
did you get into? I know you like into like the classic cars and stuff. When did you fall in love or start like
Shit,
with your
man.
first car or something like that?
So man, I've been messing with cars since I was like, shit, bro, like 12, 13. So when I was going to South Park, I was raised by my grandparents. My grandma would always let me take her van. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she had a little Cutlass too back in the day. So
When you were going to South Park, you were
I was scooping up all the homies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't worry about the bus. I got you.
yeah, and then it just started happening. Like I was like, man, I'm gonna change out these speakers. I'm gonna do this, and our little homie Zarin. I don't know if y'all know Zarin Gonzalez.
Yeah, I know Zarin. Yeah.
So back in the day, before we even had cars, this nigga had amps, subs, but like we couldn't even put them in anything. But he was saving up for the amps and stuff. We had all this shit, and it just it was just crazy. So we just started messing with my grandma's car and her Cutlass, and then I had a neighbor at the time right there on Dodge Street, and he was a real racer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nigga on the weekend he had like a 69 Camaro or something like that. That boy be racing up and down the block. And,
No shit.
So I'd go over there, little kid, try to help him, be like, hey, let me clean your, like trying to clean it,
Yeah.
watching him and shit. And shit, ever since then, man, shit, I hit 16 and I bought my first Cadillac, and shit, you already know, candy blue, white
Damn.
top, 13s.
Hey.
Got another one, candy red, peanut butter top, and it just never stopped. I've just been building cars since I was a kid.
When you bought your first car, who do you remember who you bought it from, or was it from like a dealership or like?
Man, now, so my homie Ryan helped me get the car, and shit. So we got the car, and we took it straight to our other homie shop, got it painted. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
We got the wheels. And,
16.
yeah. And then
Damn.
there was an old school head. His name was John Sines, and he's a crazy mural artist, like one of the like Liao brothers status. You know what I mean? But,
Already.
this was back in the day, and so he did some murals on it, and we painted it and all that. So I'm not even going to school no more, and I'm going to Moody and Carroll to go pick up all the homies. You know what I
So
mean?
you're 16 years old. When you ain't got hydraulics, but we still consider that a low rider. Yeah.
We rolling 13x7.
You 16 years old
I got
with
the G whites
with a paint job.
My grandma tripping. She's like, "Hey, you got a car? You ain't got a license."
He said, "Don't worry about the van, Grandma. I got me
we
the
good,
one."
you know what I mean? But yeah, man, shit, that was my first car, 1981 Fleetwood Rome.
Damn.
Got that navy blue leather interiors. That's where we painted it sky blue with the white top.
So he one of them big bodies.
Oh yeah, I'm a sucker for four door. I mean, I like me a coupe, you know what I mean. But I'm a sucker for four door. Man. So that's why right now I got the '63 LAC four door, and then I got the '61 Chrysler four door. You know what I mean? I just like, I like them four doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Big
damn.
body.
Damn, 16 years old. God damn, did you catch any hate from?
Oh
like
man,
that age?
shit, bro. I was always getting pulled over. I was getting fucked with. Like, It just shit and everything, you know what I mean? All my older homies were like, shit, let's go over here, let's go to the club. I'm like, I'm a fucking kid, you know what I mean? That nigga's taking me to the strip club, Club 54 and all this shit. I'm just like, oh shit.
He's like, man, you driving.
I mean, shit, they all had whips too, so they just like, shit, bring out the whips. But yeah, that shit was.
Were you in a lowrider club or anything?
Nah, man, I actually wasn't. Like, a lot of my homies were, but I just kind of just stayed rolling solo and just roll with anybody. You know what I mean? I got nobody to tell me nothing about my whip or I can't do. I mean, not saying that all car clubs are like that, but there are some exclusive clubs that are just like, nah, you need to do this, follow this. Yeah. And so I just, ever since I was young, I was like, man, I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I'm cool with it. I'll roll with everybody, Sunday cruise, whatever. But, I never really roll with anybody. You know what I mean?
Already.
What was like, I guess, now this stage, and you're like, what is your dream car? Do you have your dream car already? Or are you working for it? Like, what is it?
Man, I've had a lot of cars, bro. I've had a lot of cars, but I really, really want a 59 Lac.
Yeah?
And them hoes are hard to come by. Like, I would love a 59 Cadillac. And yeah, that'd probably be my dream car right there.
What color would you do it?
Man, I don't know. Man, I don't know, dog. Like,
your car's got like a specific color you aim for, right?
Yeah, and then I kind of want to like try to keep them the same, but then I just ended up fucking painting them different, and then like right now I got my 350Z in the shop. I'm finna bust that one out. It's gonna be like a candy blurple. And I'm just like, hey, it went from black, and I'm just like, fuck. Now I'm like, all my cars are different colors now. I'm like, shit. So having them all the same just fucking went out the window. You know what I mean? I was like, shit. But man, I don't know, bro. Ain't nothing like having a pink Cadillac. You know, watching that Elvis movie.
That Cadillac was sick, bro.
They be telling me now
with that white interior, and he would just
shit. I went to Vegas, and people were like, yeah, talking about my whip, but it's. You know,
you took it to Vegas?
Nah, I didn't take it to Vegas.
Okay.
But, we got in conversations about it. While I was up there for a week with my homie Big Man T, and they were like, "Man, you got a pink ass." Like, yeah, it's a 4-door, but I got airbags, gangster white. It's They're like, you would make so much money over here. Bring that Cadillac over here. People be wanting around. I'm just like, shit. But my dream would be a 59 Cadillac.
That's what's up.
When did you jump into what was your first classic car?
Shit, my first classic car, man. I mean, it's crazy because 25 years are considered classics, 50 years are considered antiques.
Shit, you got what you got like? Your car, what you say? You got a 7? What you got, a 50? So?
I got a 61 Chrysler.
You already?
So it's already an antique.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then I got a 63 Cadillac. It's an antique too.
That's okay. Well, I should say antique cars. When did you get into antique cars?
Man, I've always loved old cars. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like that's just.
Was the red one your first one?
Yeah, that was probably my first. I've had that one for almost 9 years already.
Already,
and then the 63, I've had that one for maybe like 7-8 years, something like that.
Already.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears put in them motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Christine tried to kill me like once every 2 months. Yeah. Something go wrong with that bitch and just try to kill me. I'm like, damn.
So, did you ever enter any like car shows or anything like that? Or
I have. Me and my homie Big Man Fat Tat, shout out.
Already.
He took me to the Lone Star Roundup in Austin. Boy, you talk about car show, like they shut down all of downtown Austin, and this is after the car. It's a 3-day event. This is after the car show, and that starts from like 7 to midnight or 7 to 2 in the morning, and you're only able to just cruise old school cars up and down the fucking downtown.
Damn.
So everybody's hitting switches, everybody's acting a fool, everybody just parked on the streets, people just camping out, watching all the people just drinking, having a good time. It's one of the biggest shows I've ever went to, and man, I mean, after seeing the cars that they had there, I'm just like, oh man, you didn't leave my little broke down car alone. You know what I mean? Like, these people got big money and nice cars, but yeah, that Lone Star Roundup in Austin, people all around the world go to that show. It's a big show. It's probably one of the biggest, best shows I went to. And I just do it for the love. I'm really like, I really ain't trying to win anything. I'd rather just cruise my car over there.
Having fun.
Have a good time. Because it ain't nothing like having like kids, old people are like, man, I've never seen one of these. Can I take a picture in it?
That's
Like,
what's up.
you know, the Leal brothers had a show downtown a few months ago, and you know, there's a bunch of kids. Hey, can I take pictures with? I was like, yeah, hell yeah. And this one lady, she was like, man, can I sit my daughter? She had a little, maybe like 4 or 5 year old daughter. She's like, man, can I sit my daughter in it? Like, and take a picture with her in it? And I'm like, yeah, man, go ahead. Like, you know what I mean? It's all good, you know, and I don't mind. So, man, after that, I got a line of fucking people, like, literally lined up to sit in my car and take a picture. And they're like, oh, no, it's okay. And I'm just like, they're like, well, they said it. And they're, you know, trying to look for the, I'm like, man, I'm right here. Like, this is my car. Like, all the people, you know, the homies from the car show, like, shit, I ain't gonna let nobody sit in my car. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, man, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool.
For
It's
the
a
kids,
vibe.
for the
Yeah.
family, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I felt good to be able to do that for people, like, especially the kids, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just do it more for the love, them trophies and all that. I'd rather just go and hit some switches and pull up and
I feel
have
that.
a good time.
It's
You know
that
what I mean?
experience you like. Yeah, it's that
you know
whole
what I
vibe.
mean?
And
Ain't nothing like
respect that.
cruising in old school and getting people's reactions and shit like it's just all love, man.
So, also, since you're like a car lover, do you also like the racing side on that? Like when they do that, do you ever get like whether it's like a NASCAR or Formula One or like just some crazy muscle cars?
Man,
and everything?
I love all types of. I got an import that you know, I got a 350Z wide body.
Okay.
I mean, it's fun to drive. It's fast. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to hit the track or nothing, but shit, I know if I want to get on it, it's finna go.
That's
you know what I
live.
mean? But shit, I love fast cars. I love Lolos. You know what I mean? Like, I love the old school truck.
You still got that Lexus? Y'all got that Lexus car?
Yeah,
still?
that's my son's Lexus.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
We got that from my son, and that's his Lexus, and you know, we've been working on that too. And he liked to drive fast like me, so he was drifting, and that boy hit a curve and cracked it. Luckily, he didn't do nothing to the car. He just cracked his wheels and messed up. He broke like a tie rod. So we took care of that. You know, the body straight and nothing happened to it. So we had to put back on his stock. So now he's looking for some more wheels and ready to get back on there. But you know, that's the thing with me though. That's like I buy them, I fix them. Shit, I'm gonna drive them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to have them hoes just parked and not drive. Like, I'm like, man, I'm gonna drive them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Whatever I get a chance, I'm gonna drive them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like keeping them locked up away. And like, I understand like the real car people are like, nah, it's worth this. I'm like, yeah, but shit, I want to enjoy it.
Exactly.
I want to enjoy it. I want to hear. I want my kids to enjoy it. I want the people to enjoy it. But yeah, that car game is something serious.
That's what's up, man. That's live. I've gone to shows. You gone to any shows?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like we always have the Battle on the Bay. Was
the Battle on the Bay,
Yeah, that
yeah.
one, hell yeah. We always had that one in downtown at the American Bank Center.
Yeah, I like to go to them. I like to check out the cars and hear the stories and like, especially like, what is it? They got one. They used to have it over there in College Station and kind of around the area in Katy and stuff. It's like it would be on Sundays. It's like coffee and cars or cars and coffee. Or something
I mean,
like
that kind of blew up everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah,
gonna
right.
say
It was like,
too.
there's like where they do it all over and stuff like that.
All,
Right?
all the little cities, towns, state, like everybody got their own little coffee and cars. You know what I mean? Like,
You ever been to a Los Magnificos show?
I know that Lowrider Club. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got big shows. Yeah, they be doing.
Damn.
I was actually supposed to go with my homie Visual Chef to one. I don't remember if it was in Houston or San Antonio, but I wasn't able to make it. But yeah, they be throwing some.
Yeah, like a motherfucker.
They be throwing some big
Hell
shows.
yeah.
bro.
Whole
they
concert
be
with
throwing
the
some
shit and
big
everything.
shows.
Hell yeah, hell
I
yeah.
haven't been to anything like that. I've seen the ones where like we were like I said, like outside, went over there in College Station or here in Corpus or outside of Houston, where it's always so like, you know, just randomly I roll up on it and I just want, hey, let's stop and go check it out. You know, it's not like I knew about it, but I'd see it. I'm like, why not? Because
We used to have the meetups here, but it's like I remember like 3 years ago. Well, with that with the old school.
Now they still do that.
Okay, but I'm talking about like just on a Saturday night, we'd all be downtown like at the barge dock and shit like that, and then the laws would come and shut us down, and then we go to the T-heads, and next thing you know, they shut us down there.
Yeah,
then we go to the little park where the Coliseum used to be across, and they shut us down over there, bro. So I don't even know if they still out. I ain't been out there in a
They used
minute.
to go out there to the parking lot on DD's on Ayers.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
where
that
I
was a
started
big-
at, bro.
yeah,
That's where I
He's
first
on
started
edge.
at.
Now
Bro, they
they-
used to be lit as fuck
Yeah,
out there.
they actually still out. They actually still out there. You know, my son rolls downtown with his homies and all that.
Already,
shit.
That's what's
already.
up.
You know,
I'm
it's
saying,
like-
doing
it's
the
good to
meetups and
know.
shit.
Yeah,
Hell
it's like honestly, man, you think about it, like, man, them folks, our parents, grandparents, great grand, they were racing and doing this car shit before we were doing it. And they were doing the exact same thing. They were parking, chilling, you know, having a good
Yeah.
time, racing. Like they do. I mean, I understand that cars are a little faster now.
Yeah.
It's a little different, but I mean, it's still the
Same
same. It's the
concept.
same love, the same thing. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like it just, you know, it's the law's just making it a lot harder for, you know, the kids now and shit.
yeah.
And then I feel like that makes them motherfuckers want to go out there and do it even more.
Yup.
You know what I mean? That's why they got these takeovers and all this.
Yeah,
they're like,
bro,
they're like, all right, y'all don't
Those
want
are
to.
badass. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, but it's like,
fucking H-Town.
You don't want to let them go and chill and park
Yeah,
downtown.
yeah.
You want to go break them up. Well, shit, they finna go over here and
to this
fucking
warehouse
tear
fucking
some
parking
shit
lot.
up.
Yeah,
like.
hell
Crazy.
yeah.
But you know, the love for cars and racing, that shit's been there since back in the day. You know what I mean?
sure.
It's live.
Can't stop that.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. It's crazy, man. It's great. We talking about all these cars.
Before we
Yeah, bro.
we jump into the sports shit, now I just got one more thing. I
No,
wanna
you
say.
good. You good.
When
you
did
good.
you? How did you become cool with like the whole produce crew and Dusty and Carlos and everybody
man.
down there? Like when did
Man,
you first?
yeah,
meet
definitely
them?
shout out
talk
to
about
El
that.
Dusty, Produce, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to the homies downtown.
Americano,
man.
you know
What
what I
up,
mean? Shit, man. All
Yeah,
them
yeah.
boys, Samani.
Hell yeah.
Man, Carlos, man, that
There's
was
so many.
yeah,
I shout out to the homies downtown.
Everybody.
There's so many names, bro.
A lot of what's up, y'all.
Man, so shit up. It all. I mean, if everybody like the hip hop culture, the sushi, the music, a lot of that shit started with Sushi Bar downtown. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's always been around, but that's kind of where everybody came together and met.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just if you were somebody, it was anybody, and if you were involved in anything, whether it was music or photography or direct, like everything, you know what I mean? Like, you know, shout out Dorian Green, like
yeah.
everybody started, you know what I mean? Like this, so that's kind of where we all connected. Like Dusty, Savani, Dorian, Aaron, Fang, Jordan Fang, you know what I mean? Shout out to Fang, he in LA doing it.
Hell yeah. Shout out Fang for damn show.
But man, I mean, just everybody. So we all kind of just met there, and then it turned into this big family. You know what I mean? And everybody just sprouted out and grew and started doing their own thing. Like, and so yeah, man. You know, I worked at the sushi bar and rolled sushi there for. Oh man, I've been rolling sushi like 12 years. Something.
How'd you get into that? That's what I want to ask you next. How'd you get into
Man,
that?
so
How'd you get into like culinary arts in general?
Shit, I mean, I've always cooked. Yeah, anyway, my essay. Yeah. Great grandma be cooking. She like, hey, you gonna cook?
Yeah.
I've always been cooking, and shit, man. Back in it was like 99, I think, 2000, something like that. I had came back from a little, you know, vacation, and my homie Jeremy Stewart, just on my tat, shout out to Pinnacle. He was roommates with DJ Devious and David Lee.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And so I came home, and, you know, he introduced me to David Lee and Devious, and, you know, we hit it off right off the back. So he's just like, man, David Lee's like, man, you need a job. You just got home, you know, woo. He's like, you know, come work with me, help us out over here at Sushi Bar. I was like, shit, fuck it, all right. And
You say this is in 99, 2000?
yeah, it was long. Yeah, I think about 99, 2000, maybe 2001.
That's what's
But,
up. Hell yeah.
So man, David Lay, Big David, he was doing Sushi Bar downtown with Club Aria, and so I went to work over there, and shit, it was a wrap ever since then. Like, I just connected with everybody, you know what I mean? And everybody turned into family and brothers, you know what I mean? Like,
Hell yeah.
and shit, they showed me the sushi game, and shit, I just took it and ran with it, you know what I
That's
mean?
what's up.
David Lee got Rock and Rolls now, you know what I mean? Doing it big on the island, and just, so yeah, just, you know, I like to learn shit, you know what I mean? Whether it be cooking, cars,
That's
electrical
what's up.
shit,
Hell
music,
yeah.
photography. I mean, I like to learn everything.
Hell yeah.
But and that kind of gave me my little start on sushi too. So this Sunday, I'm actually doing a sushi pop up.
I was
Oh,
man,
yeah.
I was just about to ask you.
I was like, so we talking about
That's what's
it.
up.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah, that's
Come on,
what's
talk
up.
about
This
it.
is flowing and
Let them know.
everything.
Let
That's
them
what's
know.
up.
Let the
Hell
people
yeah.
know, man.
I'm actually doing a sushi pop up at the social, Sushi Sunday. You know what I mean? Frankie
Hey.
Flowers, come out there. We're gonna be from 12 noon to 7. We'll be doing some of all y'all's favorite rolls. We're gonna have DJ Chris Fonseca from Z95 spinning on the ones and twos. Joseph from Takinawa, best mixologist in town, mixing up y'all's drinks and shit. But yeah, man. So y'all come out, come support, come eat some sushi, take some shots with your boy.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Listen to some jams and shit. We be out there, but so yeah, I just now I do the sushi on the side. I got another job that I work Monday through Friday, and on the weekends is my cars and my sushi
Yeah,
pop
that's
ups.
what's up, that's what's up.
That's what I was gonna say. So
Videos,
this one,
Dorian, like
this one at the social, is this like a one-off, or is this something you trying to get going? Like,
I mean, actually, this is my third one at the social.
Okay.
And then I've done 3 at the Exchange downtown. Shout out to J Rock, all the boys with the Munchies Buzz, everybody.
Already.
So I've done 3 at the Exchange, and this is gonna be my third one here at the social, man.
already.
And it's good. It just a lot of people looking for something to do on
That's
Sunday.
what I'm saying. 'Cause it sounds like you
Yeah,
said
I
you're
mean,
bringing
like,
in people from
yeah.
different places to be
Everybody,
here.
and
Yeah.
shit. I like to bring everybody together.
That's
Whether
right.
you
Hell
do this,
yeah.
you do that. If I can get everybody together, we could make some money, or we can just help each other out.
Yeah, help each other, help
I'm
each
all-
other, shit.
I'm all
Hell
about
yeah.
that,
Well,
man.
what would be your favorite sushi roll then? All time, man.
Hey, shit, for a long time, I didn't like to eat fish or nothing like that. Fucking David Lee would make me eat. David Lee and Joe Brock, man. Shout out to Joe Brock.
Shout out
Joe
Joe Brock, right
Yes,
now,
chef,
podcast
man. That
crew.
motherfucker would always make me eat that. I'd be like, man, I don't like it. Like, I didn't like the texture, but it kind of grew on me.
You didn't like sushi in general?
Nah.
That's how I.
Alright,
That's kind of
yeah.
like.
And I rode it. I rode sushi, like I said, like 11, 12 years. And, man, it wasn't for me. I would make it, and I knew how to make it bomb as fuck, but it just wasn't for me. But so, I got a pachanga roll that I have, and it's like steak and shrimp, you know what I mean? Or steak and crab. So we got fried crab on the inside. You got Wagyu steak on top, pico de gallo, avocado, queso fresco.
That's at the pop up on Sunday?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
see,
yeah.
y'all better go social.
So
Y'all better go.
Y'all definitely
Yeah,
gonna love that.
run through some of the items that you gonna have out
tell
there.
me what you got.
You ain't gotta run through the whole menu, but just a
Yeah.
couple of the items that you like.
So
Get
then
the
I
mouth watering already.
got a Chicano roll, which is a tempura fried roll. And that one's got shrimp shumai, avocados. On top, it's got crab salad, hot Cheetos, spicy mayo, eel sauce. I got pachanga fries. It's like loaded fries. They got Wagyu beef, pico de gallo, queso fresco, all the sauces. We can have chicken gyozas. We always got the Cali and the Philly for our basic people. I got some Wagyu tacos, you know what I mean? Little mini tacos with the little Asian twist, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's always fun, man. All the times that we've done the sushi pop-ups, all the homies pop up, old school homies, everybody doing. People still have time to show up and eat. And, shout out Coleon at the bridge. Like people come and eat and have shots, have a good time. See people that we ain't seen in a minute. They just everybody's always busy doing their own thing. And
I think that's what makes a lot of those things y'all do big because of the time period between them, but the connection y'all have. So it feels like a great moment, just like the last.
Yeah.
one.
yeah, definitely. I really look forward to
You
it.
appreciate it a lot more.
I look forward to it. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see all the homies out there. All my brothers, my family, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
As a matter of fact, whenever we finish, we'll get some pictures off of you. So everybody that follows the Ridin High page, or if you don't follow the page, follow the Ridin High page. We're going to get some pictures off of him after the show.
Yeah.
And we're going to post what he going to have for sale and available on Sunday on the Ridin High page after this show.
Yep.
Hell
And on the
yeah.
Ridin High podcast.
So
Sports.
follow the page, like the page, so you can see
Instagram
all that
only.
shit. If you're on YouTube, go to the Ridin High page on Instagram and Facebook to see what he gonna have to offer on Sunday.
Yep,
Click
the
that
Ridin' High
follow
Sports
button,
on
man.
Instagram.
For sure.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's it. It's social.
Yeah.
The social, 2 to
Social.
7.
Social 2 to 7
2 to 7.
this Sunday,
This
November
Sunday,
12th,
if
man.
If you in Corpus Christi, Texas, go to social, hit up this man, get your food fix, have a good time.
Yeah,
He's got you covered.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna hop up in these sports.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So, man, but it was a great way you talking about as much as you love cars. I didn't know you were a big car guy like that. So it was really cool to find out. So one of the cool things that's going on right now, like, since these NIL deals and these schools, man, they got to come up with new creative ways to how am I gonna recruit a player? You know, especially if you ain't like the biggest Alabamas or you the Miamis or stuff like that.
Schools with big money.
You got to come up with creative ways to get people to come because there's a good chance you're gonna lose the 4s and the 5-star recruits to these big programs. Yeah. Well, Utah University, the Utes, man, came up with a really cool idea this year. They're giving all 85 of their scholarship players, they're giving them a chance, or they can have it through NIL, a brand new truck while they're at school for that year they're on scholarship.
Damn.
They're getting a 2024 Dodge Ram 1500 fully loaded. The trucks are worth $61,000 each, and they're giving out to 85 scholarship players have the opportunity. Because they go to that school, that part of their NIL deal with their scholarship is they get a truck for a year. Thanks to United Fleet Management, they're paying for the insurance and everything.
Damn.
And thanks to Ken Gar Automotives, once this thing is done after the year, they give the trucks back to that automotive company.
They got to give them back.
Because it's for only a year.
Oh,
so with
okay.
Do they have an option to?
So this came out about a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to do the research so I can know these things so we can answer these questions. So when at the end of the year, they give the trucks back to the dealership. The dealership is going to sell them almost like brand new but slightly used, so they don't expect any more than like 3,000 miles on each truck, right? So they're going to get that at a discounted rate for the customers. The next year, the students are getting 2025s.
What?
Yeah, so every year that you're there, you get the newest model.
Oh, so it's basically like
it's like a 1 year lease.
The lease, it's like a lease.
It's like a 1 year lease. There is a catch that all 85 students of the scholarship kids they ask you, would you like to be a brand ambassador for the University of Utah to help with the community? Basically, doing a lot of community service hours. Giving out like Thanksgiving dinners, Christmases, toy drives, going to the school, and because of doing that, and if you post that on social media. As an NIL deal, we'll give you the truck for the year.
And honestly, that's kind of long overdue for these college players.
Yeah, because they're probably already doing shit like
that.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, they do it anyway, and it's been hard for them to take any type of money or any type of anything at all. Period.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And especially you got to remember, a lot of these scholarship students, they're probably coming from out of state.
A lot of them probably don't even got
they
no
don't even
cars.
have a car.
Yeah.
They probably don't have a car.
Dropped off by their parents.
Yeah, and a lot of these kids, like, they rely on like buses, and they need to make it. This is an opportunity for those scholarship kids to get to where they need to go. And if they're homesick, they can drive home and go see their parents.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They don't got to worry about paying for nothing. All they got to worry is cover gas.
So there wasn't a mileage limit. You said
no, there wasn't a mileage limit. Most of them, they don't believe they'll be able to run at that. I'm sure if there's other hackers.
And they're all insured.
They're all insured. Yeah,
as long as you have like a driver's license, or they said all that, you're getting. There's some stipulations.
Man, that's cool. I feel like that's gonna set the bar for some of these other colleges, and that they might follow suit in a different way.
Especially like
Utah,
what I mean. So like that school hasn't been like, it's not like you always see it every day on ESPN or Fox Sports or anything. So it's a cool.
They don't have the resources as a school like a Texas A&M, or Alabama, or Florida, LSU type. So they're gonna pull a different type. And that deal, it probably isn't. I know it isn't directly through the university. It's basically direct. It's through the car dealership, right?
Yeah, it's the car dealership and the alumni.
The alumni association.
The alumni is the Crimson Collective. That's what they're called.
Oh, really?
And this is their first way so boosters can give back, legally give money.
Oh, really?
So basically, they paid the car dealership.
Oh, really?
They took care of all the costs. The car dealership just make sure it got clear.
And I'm pretty sure the car dealership sold them people the cars at the fucking the rock bottom price. You know what I'm saying? Or they're just leasing them, and they probably you got good credit, man. You getting that fucking lease for
They
better take them back and get sold for $60,000 anyway.
Hell yeah!
And then on top of that, all these cars are going to be decked out with like Utah University, the car dealership tagged on it, all spent like.
So
it's like they're getting free advertising.
That's So
like it's a win-win. But I think it's a great deal, especially that's one way, hell of a way to recruit.
Yeah, that's dope.
Definitely.
Man, going in from there, we're gonna stay with college football now. We're gonna talk about the Heisman race. We got lit. That's why we gotta do the Heisman on that hoe. And we literally only got 4 more weeks of probably college football before the season's over.
The
And
regular
then
season?
Yeah, the regular
Already.
season's over. And the bowl games are done, so it's real big now. Who are the Heisman runners? Who are the people that are like contending? Because they don't really have a lot of games left. They only got 4 and
3 regular season games left, and then possibly a conference championship game and a bowl game if you're bowl eligible.
But not all the contenders have a shot. And with the Heisman race, I got my 3 top contenders. I got my 1 wild card in there, and I got one guy that I don't think's got a shot. I think he could have won it, but because of his team right now, they're not. So we're gonna start first with the one I think is gonna be left out because of their record, and we're talking about the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams. His team already suffered 2 losses in a row from Notre Dame, and they lost to Utah. They barely won this past week, only by 1 point. They won, and don't get me wrong, he threw for 270
They got
yards,
3 losses on the season already, right?
Yeah, 4 TDs, but they barely won, and they could have, that would have been, another loss that they would have had. Right now, his odds for him is, even though his numbers are great. His numbers are great. They are, but he's an 80-1 favorite. Vegas has him 80-1 to actually even win. So I don't even have him in the top 5 anymore. I took him out. He's the one that's being left out. My top 3, number 3, LSU's quarterback, Jaden Daniels. Dude is a beast, right? He leads the league in the country with 3,100 yards. He also leads the country in QB rating. He also leads the country in total yards per pass.
Sheesh.
And he has 25 TDs for the season. Only problem is LSU, they got a couple of losses.
I think they got 3 losses too. Shit.
And that's the thing. You're in college, you're only as good as your record. Doesn't matter the teams you play, what's going on, you're losing the record. And with their losses right now, even though he has the best stats in the country, he's, I would say 3rd in the running.
Man,
Number
that's
2,
harsh.
yeah, it is. It's crazy, right? Like, just little things like that can just turn it. Number 2, we got Bo Nix, Oregon quarterback. I think he's got the second chance. Right now, he's completing 78% of his passes, throwing already for 2,400 yards, 21 TDs, and only 1 interception. Shows up at the big games. He did have that loss to Washington. Washington is a beast. They are both in the Pac-12. They're both doing really great. Bo Nix, though, you got to remember, he's been in college for like 7 years. He's studied. He's done his things. He's practiced. Went from Auburn. Now he's at Oregon. He's patiently been waiting, patiently been playing, and I think he's great. The only person I think better than him is Michael Penix, man, the quarterback from Washington.
He's my favorite.
They're undefeated.
Hey,
undefeated.
okay.
They just beat USC.
Well, not just that, he's fucking killing it.
Oh,
Like, he's
he
literally
is.
throwing like down there for like 350, 400 yards
Yes,
a game.
Damn.
He's just under 3,000 yards for the year.
Wow.
He's got 24 TDs, and he is the number 1, first in the country in passing yards. Like, he is my number 1 pick, just like you said.
I mean, yeah,
He's a
you
favorite.
did that.
He's
That
the
sounds
favorite
like
to win.
that's a hands down. Yeah, he got that all day.
I think so,
Shit.
but we do have 1 wild card. I got 1 card in the mix.
Okay.
This is he's not a quarterback. We're talking about wide receiver, Ohio State,
Oh,
Marvin
yeah.
Harrison Jr. He is my wild card. His dad is actually Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
From the Colts. And he just had his 4th consecutive game with over 100 yards receiving. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Check. Check. There we go. And it's live TV. This is what happens when you do live stuff, man.
Yeah.
And ain't no pre-recorded like them other shows. We live in the mix. Anyway, appreciate that, freak. Yeah, it's Gary, man. It's Gary's problem. It's Gary's problem. I know. We should fire. I don't know why we haven't fired Gary. But all right, we talk about Marvin Harrison Jr. If y'all want to know, he's the wide receiver from Ohio State. He's my wild card for the Heisman. He's already done 4 consecutive games with 100 yards receiving, 4 games in a row with a touchdown in each one. He's got 48 passes, over 900 yards, 8 TDs, leads the Big Ten in receiving yards, and number 2 in touchdowns. That's my wild card pick for the Heisman race. He's currently like 5th in the running. I think if he still has these good games, these next 4, I mean, he possibly could be up there with Michael and Bo Nix.
Can do it.
I think so. So college football, like I said, we only got like a month left, so we already got the top 10. Right now, it just came out, the new rankings. Number 10, Penn State. Number 9, Ole Miss. 8, Alabama. Number 7, your boy over here with Texas. 6, Oregon. Which crazy is number 10 through 6. All those teams have an 8-1 record right now. All have an 8-1 record.
Damn.
Right?
How many teams is that?
It's 10, 5 of them. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All of them are 8-1. Penn
man.
State, Ole Miss, Alabama, Texas, and Oregon. The top 5 are all undefeated. Right? Number 5, we got Washington. Florida State at number 4. We got Georgia at number 3. 2, Michigan, and Ohio State is number 1. They're all undefeated. If the playoff were to start this weekend, it would be Ohio State versus Georgia, Florida State versus Michigan. Out of them 4 teams, who do y'all think would actually win the championship if the playoff started today?
I'm going to start that off by saying there's going to be a playoff before the playoff because Ohio State and Michigan are going to play each other in the regular season finale. So the loser of that game is more than likely out of the playoff picture. They're out of the playoff picture.
Sense, yeah.
Who
You
else
think
is
so?
I for
And
damn
then
sure.
Washington and Oregon are 5 and 6.
Let me see. Florida State, they're probably going to play in the ACC championship game. Who else? Let me see. Who's number 4?
Number 4 is Florida State.
Okay, who's number 3?
Number 3 is
Georgia finna play against Bama
Michigan.
in the SEC championship. That's another playoff game right there. The winner of the SEC championship gets a playoff spot. The loser probably goes home. Plays in the Sugar Bowl.
Do you hold on?
I'm taking Bama over Georgia right now
You're taking Bama over Georgia?
in the SEC championship game.
Okay, so there's
But if they were to start today with what you got there, let me see what you got.
so the only thing
You got Ohio State versus
Georgia, Florida State versus Michigan, and then 5 and 6 would be Washington versus Oregon.
no, it's only a 14 playoff.
Yeah, I
this
know.
year.
I'm saying
so.
this is
Who's number 1 and who's number 4?
Ohio.
No, number 1 and number 4 is Florida
So
State. So it would be
Ohio,
Ohio versus Florida State, and it would be Georgia versus
Michigan.
Okay, with Ohio State versus Florida State, I'm taking Ohio State. With Georgia over Michigan, I'm taking Georgia. That's if it would start today. But like I say, in 3 weeks, all that shit's about to. In 4 weeks, that shit's about to change because all those teams are gonna have to play each other.
And that's the great thing about sports, man. It goes week to week. It goes week to week, and that's why we have a job. It has week to week, and he's right. It can. And the crazy thing is, this week, Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the games of the week. Let me double check. Hold on, Gary. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Is it okay? Ole Miss and Georgia are playing this week, which is
And I would say put
and
Georgia
number-
on upset alert.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, we go to the
Man,
game.
you got a college football guru in this bitch right now, bro.
We getting this. This
Shit.
is a lot. This is what we do.
Yeah.
We got a pen so we can mark that down.
Yeah, we gonna mark it down. We're gonna mark it down.
Georgia on upset alert to Ole Miss.
So Frankie, out of them, like Ohio State, Georgia, Florida, Michigan, who do you like out of them?
Man,
Anybody? Or you just like throw a dart?
I'd probably just throw it
Throw
down.
it down.
I'm gonna go with my Texas teams no matter
Hey,
what.
they number 7.
And that's what I'm saying. And I
Texas
just saw,
number
I
7.
was watching a thing on ESPN today, and they basically said if Texas just wins out, they're basically guaranteed a spot.
Yeah, they are. The way they are set up right now, since Oklahoma lost to Kansas, they had that loss, right? Which is it put Kansas up finally in the top 25. But because of that loss, Oklahoma dropped, and they don't look that strong, and they might not even make the Big 12 championship.
Well, the thing is, Texas has the best win of the whole season.
Yes, they do.
Against Alabama.
Yep.
That's the best win. So that's what the committee's basically,
gonna look at that.
and that's what they're banking on, that win against Alabama in Bama.
Because when they played Oklahoma, it was a neutral site.
Yeah.
And when they play
And they
again,
lost.
it'll be another neutral site.
They ain't gonna play again.
Well, I mean,
Oklahoma-
if they were in the Big 12
Shit.
championship, but it'd be
Oklahoma
another one.
done.
Shit. All right, we're going to move on from football. We're going to talk about the NBA, right? So the NBA just started up like last week. We talked about it. But now, I don't know if you heard about this. Y'all heard about this. The NBA has an in-season tournament. It's brand new, just been brought out. It's crazy. They're calling it the NBA Cup, right? And it's for the month of November. I'm going to go ahead and break it down to you because I know y'all got a lot of questions.
I don't know nothing about it.
So it's only for 1 month?
It's about like a 1 month long. The championship game is December 9th for the tournament.
Wow.
So this is how it works.
Is it all teams?
Yeah, so So it is group play. So there are 30 teams in the NBA if you didn't know that. There's 15 on the East, 15 on the West. Those 30 teams are going to be split into 6 groups. Right? 3 from the East, 3 from the West. And then there's going to be a random draw in those groups on who they play based on last year's regular season record. That's how they're going to line them up, and then they're going to just randomly draw them, and that's who they're going to play. Each team in each group plays each other one time. That's a total of 4 games in a group. So it's kind of almost like soccer and how soccer does tournaments, like a round robin type of thing where everybody plays. Okay. Everybody's going to play, right? And you're going to have 4 games. And in those 4 games, 2 of them are at home and 2 of them will be on the road. Those games are going to be played, and check this out, it's been just told out, Tuesdays and Fridays for the whole month of November. So all these games for this tournament are Tuesdays and Fridays, whole month of November, every Tuesday and Friday, right? And
so there's no other regular games? It's just straight tournament games?
So there are regular games, but even the tournament games count as regular season games.
And they're only on Tuesdays.
And they're only on Tuesdays and Fridays. So it's basically, they would play,
my team, the Spurs may play a tournament game on Tuesday and then backdoor and play a non-tournament game on Wednesday. Is that how that works?
No.
Or for the whole month of November, it's all tournament?
It's all tournament.
Okay, that's
so it's all tournament.
Okay.
It's all tournament. But every game they're playing in the tournament
counts towards
as
their
a regular
record.
season game. Because they would play each other anyway.
Yeah,
but they're just putting it as a tournament.
Like a pool. They're trying to also shorten the travel shit, I think, a lot.
Something like that, yeah. I want to say that. I feel like it's more like, like overseas when you have soccer and they have a league, but they have like 3 tournaments within the league in other countries. Okay. I feel like they're trying to
mimic that.
Yeah, mimic something like that to kind of make the early season, or the thing is they're trying to make the early season more where it's like people don't
get
feel
more
like
people to watch that shit,
like
because I don't watch the NBA really until the playoffs.
Exactly. Shit. So that's all right. So we go with that, right? 2 on the road, 2 there. They each play 4 games, and they count as regular season games. After those 4 games, the teams with the best group play record moves on. So the top 2 teams from each group will move on. The first seed would be everybody that was on the first place. All second places would be the wild cards. Then it would be 8 teams. Those 8 teams will go into a single game elimination tournament style. So they would be those 8 teams. They would break it down. From those 8 teams, the last 4 are going to simulate something like a Final Four, and they're all going to play the semifinals and finals in Vegas.
What the hell?
So those last 4 teams are all going to Vegas. They're gonna play there. The last 2 to play, winner becomes the first ever NBA Cup champion. So it's kind of like seeing who's the best team in the beginning of the season, and then the World Championship's going to be who's the best team at the end of the season. Kind of to see if it's the same person. That way they might show if the same team's that dominant, they've been doing it from the beginning. I think, but it also shows them saying that, in the beginning, the early beginning games count.
Them teams ain't giving a fuck about that in season.
Well, I do know
they want
LeBron to still be resting and all that.
Well, they got new rules with that where they can't rest as much. There's times you have time limits. You're only allowed so much for the whole season. If you want to use it up, you can. And then on top of that, if you do win this cup, every player and coaches all get a $500,000 bonus.
Oh shit! Already, that's an incentive.
Oh yeah, that's a good incentive. The ring is nice.
I'm talking about you got some players that like 7, 8, 9. That might be their
$500,000.
Shit, $500,000.
I'll take that.
That's a great sign compared to some other people's contracts. But even then, $500,000 just to win a regular season game.
So does the winning team get any perks, I guess?
They get
besides the bonus, do they get games off, or
no? They just
home
get
court advantage.
They just get a trophy. They just get a trophy.
They jump right back into
they just jump back into the games, like I guess like in soccer, like you win that tournament, you're those champions, but you still got to play your season.
Already
go back to it. It would be no different than I guess like high school, when you go to tournaments.
Like when you're playing high school basketball, you play a tournament, and then
it's like that. It's still part of your season. And I think it's kind of cool. It makes it a lot more interesting.
It would be interesting if they were to add some overseas teams to this tournament. That would make it like a high school style tournament. That would be dope.
It would. He ain't lying. You ain't lying. Speaking of going on with basketball, we're going to talk about college basketball. It did kick off on Monday. It started off with some crazy stuff. One one of the biggest names and one of the biggest headlines that came out, or actually came from the women's NCAA basketball champions, the defending champions, LSU Tigers. They won last year. They started off the season this year against Colorado. Now, Colorado, don't get it twisted, they are ranked number 20 in the country, but they're not LSU level. They're not with
South
LSU.
Carolina.
Yeah, they're not a South Carolina. They're not a UConn, no, a Baylor. They like 20. And I'm not just grading on that. That's great accomplishment. But at the same time, there are levels in basketball, and that top 10 is just completely different from that bottom 10. And Colorado said, well, we didn't care. They came out, they showed up, and they put a whooping on these girls.
Yep.
They put a whooping on the
Number
defending
one.
champs. Number one in the country. They humiliated these girls. 92-78 was the final. These girls mopped the floor with them.
I seen a meme because Kim Mulkey's a coach, the ladies coach who used to be at Baylor. There was a meme of her standing on the sideline with a pissed look on her face. And I want to say that the game was in Las Vegas. And he said, the look of someone who about to make these girls run from Las Vegas to Baton Rouge. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, they were not expected to lose. They were the favorite to win. There was a lot of people that bet on.
I think when they went undefeated last year, I may be wrong, but
they were. They were.
I'm
I'm telling you, it should have been. This should have been LSU over Colorado
by like 30 or 40.
Yeah, 92-78, not Colorado over LSU 92-78. But you know what? That's the cool thing about basketball or any sport, man. It just you got to just show up.
Yeah,
you know,
you show up to play. Yeah.
The game is played on the court, not on paper.
Damn
Not on paper. Yep.
Yup, you ain't lying.
For sure.
Speaking of that, we're gonna go straight into men's basketball. That also started. The top 25 men's basketball list came out. Frank, you watch any of the college basketball?
Man, I don't, honestly. Yeah, man.
I got you. Shit, what's up?
It's
All
been,
right. It's all good. It's
been a minute, man.
You know, like some sports, I don't watch till like it get to the end.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I fuck around. You're right. I fuck around the Sweet 16. Final Four. Yeah.
Even with baseball, World Series, ALC last year.
I mean, I'm gonna peep it. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what's up. All right. See, he a fan. They do it. Well, the top 25 came out. The number one overall team over the AP and over the coaches poll, ESPN rank is Kansas right now. Kansas is there. Number 2 is Duke. 3 Purdue. Number 4 Michigan State.
Damn, Duke's still up there?
Yeah, Duke's still up there, man.
Still over there?
No, he's not.
He finally retired.
He finally retired
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years? Okay, so I'm not that far out. I'm like, man, that boy's still out there doing it.
Yeah, number 6, UConn. 7, Houston, baby. 7, number
shit.
Houston out there.
University of Houston.
Actually, the highest ranked Texas team on there. Number 8 is Creighton. 9, Tennessee. This one kind of shocked me. Number 10 in the country, Florida Atlantic.
Didn't they make the Final Four last year?
Yeah, they got a lot of people
coming.
coming back. I didn't think they were going to be ranked in the top 10. Very cool, underdog. So now they're showing some respect. I like that. 11, Gonzaga. 12, Arizona. Number 13, Miami. 14, Arkansas. 15, Texas A&M. Kentucky is number 16. 17, San Diego State. Number 18, Texas is also in the mix. North Carolina at 19. 20 at Baylor. To be honest, out of all the states, Texas has the most colleges that are in the top 25. They got 5. And then we got USC at 21, 22 Villanova, St. Mary's at 23, Bama at 24, 25 Illinois. And in that top 25, most of the schools that are tied are actually SEC schools and the Big 12 schools. Most of those are in there. It's going to be crazy that it's going to be a lot of good basketball coming up. So how you feel about number 18 for Texas? How you feeling? You liking that ranking?
Texas at 18,
Yeah,
man. Honestly, like the way the college basketball is now, like it's so hard to follow because there's so many players going in and going out. So I can't even tell you if that's a fair ranking, if they're too low, if they're too high, because man, they probably brought in like 7 transfer portal players, and I ain't seen none of them dudes play yet. Yeah. So I couldn't speak like that especially on basketball. Football, a little different, but basketball, you just never know.
Well, check this out. Out of all those 25 teams, they all had their first game yesterday, right? Out of all of
Texas
them,
played on Monday,
right? Or Monday, within the last 2 days, they all had their first game All of them went 1-0 except one team.
Who?
Michigan State, number 4.
Oh, they got upset by James
Madison. Yep.
Yeah.
They lost to James Madison, the only team to lose their opener.
Out of the top 25.
Yeah, out of the top 25.
Wow. that's just
78 to
crazy.
76.
Hey.
Tom Izzo, god damn, that boy's about to be running.
Running back to Michigan.
Yeah.
They lost it. All right, man, we're going to switch it up to the games of the week. Frank, this is what I do with all my guests. DJ Little King knows. I pick out some games of the week. I pick who I want to think is going to win. You pick out who teams you're going to win. He will. Last week, shout out to Leo Harris. Only dude this season so far that beat me. He beat me. He got me. He got 2 out of 3. I got 1 out of 3. He called the Philly game on it. It came down to that. I got it with the Chiefs.
That was your heart. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, I know. I told you that's why I don't be betting on them because every time I do, they lose. But yeah, he got me. Shout out to him. And then you know what? Actually, right now we are tied. Cantu has 13 out of the 20. Guess now have 13 out of the 20.
Already.
Right, we right there. So let's see what the guests do. Let's see what I do. We'll find out next week. Y'all tune in, make some comments, drop it. Y'all do y'all's own picks. All right, so game 1 of the week, I got number 9 Ole Miss versus number 2 Georgia. Can Georgia handle that pass rush from Ole Miss? I know you said something earlier about you thought Ole Miss was going to win. They're actually Georgia's favored actually to win by 10.5 points, so 11 points for them to win. Do you think Georgia's going to win, or you think?
Man, I'm gonna go with the underdog, man.
You going with Ole Miss?
I'm gonna go with Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
They
All
got
right,
something to prove.
Yeah.
The game's at Georgia. I'm looking right now, but I'm taking Ole Miss.
You still taking Ole Miss?
Yeah. I'm
All right.
taking Ole
Lil
Miss.
King's taking Ole Miss. Frankie's taking Ole Miss. I'm kind of debating myself. I know Ole Miss has that pass rush. They were really good last week. But I'm going to go with Georgia. I think Georgia is going to stay undefeated. They're going to show up, especially with home. They got that favorite by 10.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it.
Ain't nothing like that home crowd.
Right?
man.
Yeah, they should be supporting you just a little louder, get you a
Yeah.
little more pumped. Nah, so next game of the week, we got Panthers versus the Bears, the Chicago Bears versus the Carolina Panthers, Thursday Night Football. To be honest, this game is basically who's going to show up.
You got Dookie Juice versus Dumpster Juice. What do you prefer, Dookie Juice or Dumpster Juice?
You're not lying. You got 1-7 with the Panthers, 2-7 with the Bears. Either somebody's getting their second win or someone's getting their third win. It's that simple.
I want to see the Panthers take it. I'm gonna roll with the Panthers.
You're gonna go with the Panthers. All right. What about you, man?
Man, I'm gonna roll with the Bears.
You're gonna roll with the Bears. All right, roll with the Bears.
Bears.
I don't think the Bears can have 2 back-to-back wins. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I think Panthers get their second win. And that's what's up. Sorry, third game. Now this game is going to be played tomorrow night, Thursday night. It's going to be on the NBA. It's part of the
Tournament?
Yeah, part of the tournament. It's Nuggets versus Warriors. It's Nuggets 7-1, Warriors 6-2. They actually have these are the best records right now so far in the league. It's these two guys. They play. I like Jokovic. I like the way he's been playing. I like how he's just moving around. I think Nuggets are taking it. They're actually favored by 58% to win this game. It's going to be a close one, but I'm going with the Nuggets over the Warriors.
Man, yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about the Nuggets, man. Everybody healthy on the Warriors?
Yeah, they are. As of right now, everyone's healthy. Everyone's playing. It's only that this will be a game 8. Game 9 of the season.
You know, I'm gonna roll with the Warriors.
You
Man.
roll with
I'm
the
gonna roll with
Warriors?
the Warriors. I'm taking old school.
Man, I'm gonna roll with the Warriors too, but I'm gonna be honest, that game's going on right now.
No, this
And
is for Thursday.
no, it's going on right now.
No, that's Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, I guess they play again
Yeah, they
tomorrow.
play
Well, the
again
Nuggets,
tomorrow.
the game right now, the Nuggets are winning right
Yeah.
now.
No, I'm gonna
Oh, I was just
I'll tell you
like,
about
hey,
tomorrow's game.
Okay.
Thursday. Yeah, for Thursday.
Why the fuck? What? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sure show's on Wednesday already.
Yeah.
Already.
So now that you see that the Nuggets are winning, right, do you think tomorrow night are they going to win it again? That was great. I mean, that's great insight because now we know. Now you know. So like as of right now, Nuggets are winning. So I didn't even know that. I mean, I knew they were playing, but I didn't know the score. So I pictured them going. I think they're going to go back to back now. Do you think they're going to go back to back?
Yeah.
Or you think the Warriors get their shit together?
I think the Warriors are gonna get their shit together.
the next game?
They usually slack off one and they
Okay.
come back. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm running with the Warriors.
Warriors.
Warriors?
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the Nuggets.
Hey.
I'm sticking with the Nuggets.
All
That was
right.
what I picked for tomorrow. I think they're gonna win. And let's go. So all right, now we're gonna end up to my parlay picks. You know what it is. Remember, don't spend your rent money, your bill money, none of that. It's my opinion. Do not go it. It's it's gambling. I know you got to risk it for the biscuit, like TJ said. But hey, this is what I think. What I would bet on. You can go ahead and go, and it's always for Thursday night football, and it's Carolina versus the Bears, and this is what I got. So I got the Carolina Panthers quarterback Bryce Young right now. Right now, if you go look at it, Price Picks, anything else, I have him over for 9.5 rushing yards. Last week he ran for 41 yards, and he's been averaging 25 rushing yards this whole season. And I don't know why they have it this low. I am saying that's a steal. 9.5 over for running on Bryce Young. I think that's just a solid pick. Next one I got Carolina Panthers wide receiver Jonathan Mingo. I got him over 30.5 reception yards. He averages 44 yards on 5 targets this season right now, so I think he can get that. Chicago is the 5th worst passing defense in the league. And last week, Mingo only had 1 catch. He didn't really do that well. He had 1 catch. I think he has a bounce back week. I think he goes over 30.5 reception yards. I put him down for a good 47-50. Next, I got Chicago's kicker, Cairo Santos, right? I got him under 1.5 field goals. He's gone under 2 field goals 6 out of the last 9 games. Chicago is probably going to be playing from behind. I don't think they're going to be kicking a lot of field goals. I think they're going to be going for it. I do think he's going to at least attempt 1 field goal in the game. I don't think he's gone to 2 because they haven't in the last 6. So that one I'm going to go. It's your parlay. That's kind of like your little twister in there to get a little extra money. My last one's going to be Chicago Bears wide receiver DJ Moore. I have him over for 52.5 reception yards. Dude's just a beast. He's going to be there. He's going to get his plays. He always gets his yards. He's one of them players. And if I had to put down on it, I got him for 75, and I put him on my fantasy team if you need him in rotation. What y'all think of them picks?
I like the Bryce Young one. I like the other one with the Moore dude for damn show.
Yeah, bet. Well, like I said, man, risk your own money. Do what you got to do. But it is what it is, and it's gambling. Shit, man, I want to thank Frankie Flowers, bro, man. I appreciate you coming through today. Man, it was a great interview, dog. We learned a lot about some cool stuff and some cars. DJ Little King, thank you for coming through. I want to thank my guests. We had DJ Little King, Frankie Flowers. Before we get out of here, where can they find you at? If anybody wants to look you up, hit you up. If they want to check out other places besides social on
Get
Sunday.
that car fucked with.
Yeah.
Man, I just, first of all, shout out to Cantu, DJ King, Freak. I appreciate y'all. Nothing but love having me on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Man. Y'all can hit me up on IG, Pachanga Pancho, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, Frankie Flowers. Man, otherwise than that, catch me at the Social Rolling Sushi Sunday, November 12th. Come and get it, you know what I'm
2 to
saying?
7.
Yeah.
If y'all need anything, hit me up. If y'all got any car questions or if I can help you out, point you in the right direction, you're more than welcome to message me, and man, I get you right.
DJ Lil King, where they can find you?
On Instagram @_DJ Lil King. On Facebook DJ LIL space KING.
Yeah, and it's your boy Cantu. CAN, the number 2, MF _ on IG. CAN, the number 2, BRT on TikTok. Look me up, see what it is. If I can, you can too. This is Riding High Sports, episode 7 from Riding High Podcast Studios. DJ Little King, Frankie Flowers, Cantu. We out.